court death in Avengers Infinity War. Plot details are starting to leak on today's Nerdist news. In just a couple of months, Avengers Infinity War, the culmination of all three phases of Marvel movies, will finally begin production. We know it'll feature the Avengers teaming up with the Guardians of the Galaxy to battle Thanos. We know it'll kinda but not really come to us in two parts, and we know that it'll wrap things up in a way that'll drastically change the Marvel Cinematic Universe forever. But that's about all we've known until today. A rumor from fairly reliable LRM Online claims that at least the first Infinity War film will closely mirror the events of the Infinity Gauntlet comics, meaning that the plot will involve Thanos killing half of the universe's population in one fell swoop in an attempt to win the love of the literal personification of death. She is, by the way, portrayed as a sexy skeleton in the comics. Seriously, I'm totally in love with that. Infinity Gauntlet is weird as hell, and despite the fact that Marvel hired their most grounded directors to bring this story to life, it sounds like we're about to dive headfirst into Crazy Town. Now, this revelation, if true, brings up a whole host of questions. For one, will Marvel really have the gall to kill off a handful of heroes in an off-screen flash? That's what's going down in the comics when Thanos finally loads his gauntlet up with gems. Daredevil, the Fantastic Four, don't miss them really, and a bunch of X-Men just up and disappear off this mortal plane. To draw the same effect, Marvel would have to kill off some heavy hitters like Thor or Falcon or Ant-Man, taking them off the table for the big battle. If the first Infinity War movie is all about racing against Thanos to stop him from getting the stones, and we're betting that it is, we could at least see any doomed heroes in action before they get killed in the lead up to the second Infinity film, which will probably feature the inevitable new Avengers team saving the classic Avengers from an untimely demise, which is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff from Crazy Town. Makes total sense. But crazier still would be if Marvel actually centered their big Phase 3 finale on a purple alien killing people off in order to bone a space skeleton. There is no way that this can happen, right? Could you just imagine uninitiated, casual fans walking into that kind of shit? It'd be glorious. Kind of really want it to happen just to see the reactions, but we're thinking Feige and friends have something else in store. In my opinion, a missed opportunity. Now, the most popular theory among fans right now is that none other than Hela, Cate Blanchett's underworld-ruling villainess from Thor Ragnarok, will stand in for death. And there are plenty of reasons this could check out. For one, we've been told time and time again that Thor Ragnarok will feature some dark, dark stuff, and that it'll be the Winter Soldier of Phase 3, irreversibly shaking up the MCU and setting up the themes we'll see paid off in Infinity War. Second, Hela's job in the Marvel Universe is pretty similar to Death's. They both deal in moving folks from the land of the living to the afterlife. And then there's the fact that Cate Blanchett will be seen on screen as a human woman with skin, which ought to go over a lot better with audiences than a spooky skeleton that gives aliens boners. I don't know. I kinda like the latter. Plus, Marvel has a penchant for remixing their comics mythology in sensible, concise ways, so Hela would make a pretty neat fit. The only catch, Thor 3 would have to end with our hero failing to defeat his villain, which is kind of depressing, especially for a movie that's being directed by one of the funniest dudes out there, Taika Waititi. Now, I suppose we'll have to wait a while longer to know for sure whether Death will be making an appearance in the MCU, but for now, tell me, what do you guys think? Do you want to see the character faithfully presented as a skeleton? Do you think Hela would be a better fit? Who do you think will die in the first wave of Thanos' killing spree? Let's discuss. Make sure you head on over to twitch.tv/Nerdist at 3 p.m. today, where we'll chat more Infinity War. Holy crap, oh my god, Dark Tower, and who's gonna die on Game of Thrones? Answer, everybody. If you haven't joined us live before, you are missing out on literally all of the fun possible, and sweet Christmas. Dan has an all-new Dan Cave. It's everything that you need to know about Luke Cage. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to keep getting all of your Nerdist news.